got a lot of your bold jeans, some of your partners, you don't really want to mess with them clowns, you come up with them clowns, you stuck with them clowns, you a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G, until the moment you expire, you know what it is, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz, and don't be crying, and it's something, you a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G, until the moment you expire, you know what it is, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz, and don't be crying, and it's suffering. You can't do nothing but love fresh, you won't know what we gonna do next, you bought our tape with your check, you wearing a vest, you trying to protect your chest, you spend 70 on your bins, and ain't sure that's for your friends, you won't stop these heads from playing with you, you won't run the block, you won't be the last one with rocks, you keep it, you count the money at the end of the night, you on a 3-day flight, you full of that line, you ducking them people, you the one face was on news last night, you the one the dude out their shoes last night, you don't come in the project when it's dark, you claim you're a thug and you ain't got no heart, you came in the North on New Year's Eve, you got stuck in there and you couldn't leave, it was hard for you to breathe, you're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G, until the moment you expire, you know what it is, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz, and don't be crying, and it's something, you a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G, until the moment you expire, you know what it is, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz, and don't be crying, and it's suffering. You got a trespass and you got on the hard, when you was looking at them, you don't know when to quit, that's you with that shot call and click, that's you with that ball and click, that's you that's taking them hits, your girl don't know when to shut up her mouth, you gon' one of her teeth out, you done switch from Nikes to Reeboks, you twinking your rolls every time you leave your house, the income tax checks out, you about to flip that, you about to go so you about to go treat your...
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Matt Gallardo is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
So now here is number 14. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 14.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
James Willis is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Wow. Only the second pitch of the game tonight, and that's called a ball. This looks like it could be very good for the hitters tonight.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
2 called, and it's even at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Into the box now, Derek Hill, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
None out. Runners at first and second. A full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a ball on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
So runners in scoring position, and here is Todd Alexander looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. And now the first pitch, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Willis on second, Hill at first with no outs. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Trey Thompson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. The 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Grounded to third. This could be 2. He's got it. The tag gets 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases on him, but he's able to wiggle his way out of it. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Satchel Paige has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
So here is Trent Wynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Littlefield.
Into the box, Cameron Littlefield, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Standing in now, Jordan Park, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Next, here is Trotter. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch as he lifts it in the air to right field. Alexander is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And a relay to the plate. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. White Sox pick up just the 1. Second inning upcoming here on the south side. It's the White Sox 1 and the Rangers nothing. Leading off the inning, it'll be Reyna as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Number 13.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Isaac White. And it's fouled away. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And as you see there, it's all over in the National League as the San Francisco Giants are already through as they'll take on the winner in this matchup for the World Series title. And now here is Toby Tabata as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. First pitch on the way as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, if the beat goes on, that's number 8.
One and 2 to the Rangers catcher. They'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Too high, ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at-bat. Making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at-bat right here.
Fouled away. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Eric Fields.
Eric Fields.
First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in will be Marshall Reed. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Elijah Weeks. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Fields rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
At the plate, Tyler Maddox as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Swing and a line drive. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trent Wynn.
Next to hit is Trent Wynn, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch.
That's a ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0.
Now the 2-0.
Ball. 3 balls. No strike.
Weeks is off at first with 2 away. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Alexander gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. Striding forward now is the DH, Jermaine Upshaw, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
One ball and 2 strikes the count.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, number 14. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He singled in his first AB. swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here comes another 0-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, James Willis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 2-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the payoff pitch home. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 out, nobody on. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So next to hit is Derek Hill. Worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now a throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. They're down 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Cameron Littlefield.
The right fielder, Cameron Littlefield.
And now the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And there's one down now.
The center fielder, number 5, Jordan Clark.
So the next to bat will be Jordan Clark. First pitch on its way. And they start him out away with a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 21.
Standing in now, Trotter. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Count remains full. Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 3 here in game number 5. And the White Sox are out in front 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Todd Alexander. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of this series, and the Rangers crack the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Into the box now, Trey Thompson. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And he finally gets the knuckle curve over for strike one. One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
So now to the plate, Reyna. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Into the box, Isaac White. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he falls behind him here as that pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Texas left fielder. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the White Sox 2 and the Rangers 1. Now at the plate is number 15. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The catcher, number 15.
First delivery to him. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Chopped to third, fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 25, Eric Fields.
And now Eric Fields. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now here it comes.
Ball. 1-0.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. High in the air out to center field. Willis is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, the designated hitter, Marshall Reed.
Ready now for the White Sox. Marshall Reed struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. Now a reaching grab as he makes the play and loses his balance all at once. One more look at the circus catch in left field. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Toby Tabata. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in now, Jermaine Upshaw, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Number 14.
At the plate, number 14. Hit hard to the right side. But that'll land foul, strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball. Right 11. 1 more. Ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. The White Sox lead it 2-1. Now into the box, Elijah Weeks. He singled first time up.
The first baseman, Elijah Weeks.
Pitch on the way. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, Tyler Maddox. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Weak roller right side. And that's the second out.
Now back, the shortstop, Trent Wynn.
So now into the box is Trent Wynn. He flew out in his last AB. Pitch on the way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball. 2 0 down.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They still lead it 2-1. Jesus Chavez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54, Jesus Chavez.
New inning set to get underway. And standing in the rookie outfielder, James Willis. And now the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Park is right there, one down.
The first baseman, number 33, Derek Hill.
Next, it'll be Derek Hill. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Todd Alexander is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And it's fouled away.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Trey Thompson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball is in there.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hill leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They're down 2-1.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a rule.
Striding in is Cameron Littlefield, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 5, Jordan Park.
Stepping in next, Jordan Park. First delivery to him. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 21.
And stepping in, Trotter. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Pitch on the way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the White Sox so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They lead it 2-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Reyna.
Number 13.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. The count now at 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Brian Hamlin comes on now, and this move will force the switch hitter to bat from the right side.
And I think that's exactly the thought process, Matt. He's not as strong of a hitter from the right side, so we'll see if this proves to be a smart move out of the pen.
Isaac White will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Fields will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher,
Up next, Toby Tabata. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Skied down the left field line. Fields is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Jermaine Upshaw.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Jermaine Upshaw, and he represents the potential go-ahead run. First pitch of the AB now. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Reyna, the runner at first with 2 gone. That evens it up 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Rangers leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Ready now is number 15. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
The catcher, number 15.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25. Eric Fields.
Now to the plate, here is Eric Fields. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker, 3-2 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now to the plate, Marshall Reed. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. The count is full. 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the White Sox 2 and the Rangers 1. Ian West has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Ian.
Number 14 will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
The second baseman, number 14.
Now the pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Plate now, James Willis. Ripped down the line. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He goes to first. Hats off to that one. And here's that one again with show track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Into the box, Derek Hill. And he fouls this one off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's quickly 0-2.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Rangers set down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Joe Murray is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Joe Murray.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Elijah
Weeks.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball.
fouled off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next up is Tyler Maddox. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Weeks gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
At the plate now is Trent Wynn. First offering. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
2-2.
In the dirt, throw over to third here, and the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
And now in the box, Cameron Littlefield. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. There's one, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
The center fielder, number 5.
Freddie
Jordan
Rosario answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 25, Freddie Rosario.
Jordan Park will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. From the belt, the pitch. High and deep down the left field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here comes the 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hard hit to first. He's right there to second for one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the one. We're on to the 9th now in game number 5. It's the White Sox 3 and the Rangers 1. Lane Wright comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Alexander will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
The 0-1 pitch.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Up next for the Rangers, Trey Thompson. Now here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2. shot to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Stepping in now, Reyna batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. No hits to this point. One count and the pitch.
Outside.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me, the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box now, Isaac White, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. A slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Maddox in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Big win here. Airtight defense. The pitching was pretty good, too. It's kind of weird. Very rarely are you going to win very many games when you only get 3 hits. Timely hitting, good pitching, and big defense still can win you ball games.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The White Sox trail 3-2 in this series. Matt Gallardo takes home the win. Satchel Paige pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox. 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and please drive home safely.
Mucha sal de lo que hablan con la L que hacen llorar hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. El año de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate nena.